Like there might be someone watching right now who, they struggle with the fact that, what is God's love? How do I know God loved me? How do I know I'm a beloved? And I think it's important for us to broach this because I think sometimes we equate God's love to only the tangible things he has placed in our life. If I have a husband or a wife, if I'm no longer single, if I have the home I want or the car I want, we oftentimes attach all these material things to God's love, right? Those things are his kindness, his grace. And I just want to remind somebody that's watching, I think it's important that we talk about this. I think it's important that we remind somebody that's watching that the scripture tells us the evidence of God's love. It says that for God demonstrated his love for us, that while we were yet sinners, Christ died for us. Come on. So for me personally, right, Philip Endon Mitchell, every time I see a cross somewhere in society, it could be at the top of a steeple of an old facility. It can be a cross I see hanging around somebody's neck. Every time I see the cross, I am reminded that I was loved. Every time I see the cross, I'm reminded that I am his beloved. I have this intimate relationship with Christ because of what he did for us on the cross. And I think this is important for somebody to remember because when we go through hard times or difficult times, it's easy to think God doesn't love us because of difficult times or someone dies who we love or a doctor's report. I think we have to remember that the symbol of God's love is the cross. And no matter what happens to us in this life, every time we get a flashback of what Christ did for us on the cross, we know that we are his beloved, right? And so Jude is writing this letter for everyone who is called, everyone who is the beloved, and everyone who is kept, that's right, by Jesus.